thing. She wanted me to move from, at the time, my house, my apartments to condoms. Now you know I wasn't finna move no damn condo. You know I wasn't finna move the condo. You know I wasn't finna move the condo. But the fact that what you just described, I literally have a real world personal example to attest to about that invoice bullshit. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. There's no reason for us as men to be dealing with women that don't like us off the strength of who we are. There's no reason for
What?
it.
That's
Is
a
it?
fact.
That's
Nope. I'll go
because
after Tony real quick.
your worth has been validated. See, the other niggas are sketchy. Your value and your net worth has been validated. Look at how you move. Look at where you at. Look at what you do. You're a mover and shaker. So people can see you in circles, networking, in politics. People can see you on social media as an influencer. Women can see that you 6 feet tall, light skinned, and look like a 21st century 2025 Al B. Shore. You are the black unicorn. So yeah,
Ah,
it's different for you. It's like Warren Buffett standing in front of a motherfucker living in a project saying money don't mean anything. Well, to you, to someone with it, money doesn't mean anything. To you, Warren Buffett, that knows how to generally create and make money and print money, no, it doesn't mean anything. But to that nigga whose lights are about to be shut off, to that nigga whose car is about to get repossessed after he done hid it at a bunch of bitches' houses, for the last 2 months. Yeah, it does mean something to him. It doesn't mean anything to you. You've been validated. So you're going to get tax rebates. You're going to get tax deferences. You're going to get your income is there. You're a real investor. So, yeah, all of these loopholes are available to you because you're that dude. If you're a nigga that look like Cedric the Entertainer, and your income is below $25,000, you're going to get hit with every tax imaginable.
Which is exactly why
he's right.
we
He's
ain't.
right.
Go ahead,
He's right.
Julio.
No, no, no. My thing is, and to Tony's point, the older I get, the more I understand it. But this is where now, Tony, I'm glad you're here because now we can shift the conversation. Body of work that I have, I found it by looking for what I like to do. So now, and this flips back to you and Nicole, would it be fair to say, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, obviously, would it be fair to say if these niggas actually dedicated themselves more to working on themselves versus working on getting women, they would actually increase their viable dating pool options? Is that fair to say, Nicole, Tony?
No, it's not fair to say. And here's why. Because the dating market is nothing but the blade. It's the track, and the track is going digital. The track is predatory. You said it yourself. The dating pool has piss in it. The dating pool is controlled by people with short-term interests. It's not controlled by people that have long-term objectives. It's entirely different. The dating pool is shallow. The dating pool is superficial. So you think that your dating options increase because you made more money, but making more money only makes you a bigger trick to the holes on the blade. All the holes on the blade is trying to turn you into a steady seam. They want that consistent money. And because it's based on deception, they're trying to get as much as they can out of you by doing the least. So if you're in the dating market and your money expands, you only become a bigger target. That's why you see niggas get set up by hoes. That's why you see a lot of, not to be confused with genuine rape cases. You see a lot of finesse Me Too scams going on by bitches because they start to resent the fact that they got to sleep with you because just like you feel you entitled to they twat, they feel that they're entitled to your wallet. And so now fucking with you is a burden now. So now they think that they should be able to get your money without giving you anything. So now you just become a bigger mark. You just become a bigger target. You think that you're increasing in attraction. No, you're increasing in predator. There's a lot of predation on you. Each hoe trying to figure out who gonna be the first one to knock you.
You on
And
mute.
they're coming
Oh,
up
you
with
went
clever
out.
schemes to try to finance the money out of your pocket. So what happens is It's an illusion. It's all a well orchestrated mirage. You're trying to you always looking over your shoulder. You can't trust women because you always thinking that every woman got a scam, every woman got a game. Well, at some point after you want to get out of that system, you want to you're paranoid. Now guess where you got to go? You got to go back to that woman in the church. That woman in the church now looks more desirable than the bitch with no clothes on because at least you can rest with her. You can't rest with a hoe. Your head is on a swivel with a hoe. You always have to be alert for all these new conspiracies and concoctions and schemes. But with that church girl, it's one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's what I'm asking for you. See, you can rest with her, but you can't rest with no hoe. See, they say it's hard out here for a pimp, but it's hard. It's even harder out here for a trick. It's harder out here because every bitch is gunning for you.
Tony, when I tell you, God damn it, when I go viral on the Jubilee shit, you have got to do.
I could get a baby by him. If I can get a baby by him, that's an 18-year mortgage. If I could get a baby by him, or if I could, start some kind of scandal with him, he'll pay to shut it up. Or, I could go to him and extort him for money by, threatening to charge him with rape or sexual assault or things like they think like that. This is not for all you virtuous women. So, keep your panties on. I'm not talking to you. This is about these women that are not virtuous. Their motto is by any means. And so if dumping you over and fucking you over is the price for her security, she'll do it in a heartbeat. That's why, again, you can't find validation with hoes. You buy satisfaction. You can't buy validation. You rent satisfaction with whores. You can't get validation from whores. But a lot of dudes haven't learned that lesson because they don't have fathers. And the people that they're listening to never taught them that lesson because they don't have fathers. So now it's just a race for them to be the biggest tricks possible by trying to convince everyone else that what they're doing is exclusive.
Woo, Lord have mercy. Mm. What say you, fellas? Angelia, Angel, you there? Anybody want to talk?
I mean, he. ain't- I mean, he. I mean, he not. He ain't missing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even know. I don't even know how to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Because he just said a lot. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's hard. It's hard out here for guys. You know what I'm saying? That's just out here just throwing that money because if that's what you're doing, that's pretty much all that she's gonna ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like for somebody like myself, I refuse to just do that for somebody that I don't know. I had one girl. She sent me how much her bills were for a month, and that was and her bills for a month wasn't even the price of my car. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, it wasn't really nothing much, but you know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, that's the only thing that she was looking for, and I didn't really get nothing out of that ordeal. I wasn't gonna get anything out of that ordeal, so I just said I'm not even gonna worry about it. Tony said a lot. I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm just over here just listening at this point.
Yeah, Julio. Never mind. Yeah, we move past that with what Tony said, so we can keep moving.
No, I mean what Tony said in that excellent monologue was you can't. At the end of the day, there's a reason why you can literally have women on the track nowadays. So there's a reason why. But this is where, and this is also the second part of the conversation, Nicole, where it went on TikTok. I'm going to now bring that here as well. One of the hosts of that same room where this particular title came from said that a lot of women are okay selling themselves because love is dead. Right. So this is the expansion piece of that conversation. Love is dead. The pimps won, the tricks won, the women have won. Women are okay, and this was the crucial part. Women are okay with self-sexualization as long as they're getting paid. So in other words, women are the new tricks and hoes. They're both. They trick off on themselves because they hold themselves out. Now, am I going to say that I agree with that? I'm not going to give. Remember, I'm going to give my unbiased. or my excuse me, not my unbiased, my unfiltered thoughts in the midpoint of the show. But I'm going to now defend the proposition that's true, right? I think that at face value, that's very accurate. You look at the average income of an OnlyFans model. I think it's about. I think once they really start posting consistent content, I think it's between $1,200 to $3,000 a month on the low end. It's between $10,000 to $23,000 on the high end, and then if you're in the top 0.1%, it's $50,000 and above. And that's, by the way, that's per month. By the way, so
Well, Julio, there's a slight difference though. Is that you're right? They do play both ends of the game, but they play both ends of the game for different reasons. Hoes will sell themselves to niggas that they don't want, but hoes will become tricks of niggas that they attracted to.
mm,
So if it's a man that she wants, she gonna sign for his car. If it's a man that she wants, she gonna put her credit at risk for him. If it's a man that she wants, she's gonna buy him nice clothes and buy him nice shit because that's what's required to keep him. So the nigga that she's attracted to, she will trick for him. The nigga that she don't want, that's the nigga that has to pay her. So they're playing both ends of the game. And it's based upon, again, it's based upon whatever subjective desire that they have. So if a woman wants, let's say, a nigga that look like Derek Jackson, and I know most of the women that look like Derek Jackson, most of them, and this is going to be a stereotype and I'm going to generalize, but it is what it is. Most of them are going to be chunkier. And they hate that stereotype. They're going to be chunkier. They're going to be predominantly women that are stable, women that haven't had their blow my drawers off moment in the back seat of the Jeep. They haven't been able to get that good meat from the nigga that they attracted to. So now they're searching for validation from him, but he's going to make them pay their taxes up front. And they, just like the ugly nigga has to come in paying taxes, they have to come in paying taxes. They know they have to accommodate him. So right off the rip, they come in tricking with a Derek Jackson nigga. They know that. They intuitively know that they're competing for the most attractive dude and they have to do something to stand out. So they will become a trick for him. But for the nigga with the bifocals that's 5'5", with a rest station between his teeth, with a rest stop between the next tooth, yeah, 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 he has to pay. He has to pay. And unfortunately, he's going to have to pay for the nigga that she paid for. He has to pay the money. He has to reimburse her the money that she paid Derek Jackson. That's why you rarely see two beautiful people in marriages. You rarely, where they're equal on the attraction scale. It's a science to it. You rarely see two drop dead, stunningly beautiful people that are married. It's always the woman may look slightly, not too much more. She may look slightly better than the man, or the man may be slightly better than the woman, or the man may be slightly homelier than the woman, or the woman may be slightly homelier to a man because that ensures balance. That keeps everybody in their place because then you can assess the person based upon their true value and their character based upon the superficiality and the temporary nature of their physical appearance.
And I'll also say this too.